change people's lives, you really do, and you give them hope when there was none. I want to talk about a case of a 40-year-old woman who had been to 3 of New York City's most revered clinics and said, this is not going to happen. 4 rounds of IVF. How did you get her pregnant with a low-tech solution?
I did my diagnostic testing, and it may sound like old stuff, but simple postcoital exams, looking for bacteria, taking a strong history, and saying, you know what, if IVF is not working, don't worry about it. Have faith in your body. If you will achieve a pregnancy. Age 40 is not old. Age 41 is not old. 42 is not old. All right. I have a person who's going to have a baby at age 44. Okay, and I have a woman in Virginia who had her son at age 45. Okay, don't start showing. You as a physician, don't start showing concerns about the age. All right, that's like a cancer doctor saying, "Oh, you know what? Your cancer is really a stage 3, and you know I don't really have a lot of hope for you. I'm not giving you my utmost."
And in this case, what did you see on postcoital testing and the pH?
Her mucus was good, and she was getting close to ovulating, but the pH of the mucus was acid. So I taught her how to use a baking soda douche before intercourse. And lo and behold, after a couple of failed IVF cycles, she gets pregnant. Same thing happened to a 39-year-old woman in Vermont, failed IVF twice. I asked the IVF doctors to do a postcoital exam. They said, no. How old is that doctor in New York? He's ancient. Well, I told her to use cough medicine. I used a baking soda douche, and what do you think? She was pregnant in 1 month, having failed IVF twice.
What does it take, equipment-wise, to do a postcoital test?
Very simple. It's about $3.50 total compared to the cost of an IUI or IVF. A microscope and forceps and some litmus paper.
And you can actually see the sperm and the mucus?
Yeah, absolutely. If they're alive or dead, and if they're moving well, not moving well.
And what did you do to optimize? I mean, now you have the job of keeping her pregnant.
That's interesting you ask, because that same person had, as you said, had failed IVF a couple of times. She actually came to me to understand why she failed IVF. Her IVF doctor said to come here. And part of the workup was the thrombophilia workup, looking for clotting factors, and something controversial, which was the killer cells. So it turns out she had killer cells. So once she was pregnant, which was 2 weeks after my first visit with her, I told her she better come in for these treatments, which are intravenous soy, intralipid, until the end of the first trimester. That seemed to work because she's beyond her first trimester now.